those people who are going to fall out every time there's a legislative emergency and go concert, lobby, do whatever's necessary to block a law or get a law passed as appropriate. Well, now the next phase of action is upon us, and that is getting the right people into the next legislature. So, what we want is to get those who are on the active reserve, those who are ready to jump at a moment's notice, to volunteer to team up with legislators in their districts and serve them, helping them get elected. The NHLA is going to eventually prepare little push cards for districts where it looks, like for instance, we have a contested primary, and we can really show that one of the candidates is pro-liberty, and one of the candidates is anti-liberty, or some of them are anti-liberty. And those push cards will be handed to people as they go into the polling places. What we need is people other than the candidate to be handing those push cards out. We want to give the candidate the latitude to kind of float between the people. He's got to be meeting, greeting, talking, and discussing. This is the primary, so this is going to be kind of a warm-up exercise, if you will, because we're going to have a lot of uncontested. Tammy, I don't know.
Oh, mine's contested.
Yours is contested, that's what I thought. So that's going to be one.
Yours is contested.
Okay. So now, how many towns are you?
I am 3 wards in Manchester.
3 wards in Manchester. Okay. So, right, because if they might not be in the district that we need them in at this point anyway. Are there any questions? Anybody have any ideas? We're doing a questionnaire that will be going out to those who've never served. To those who have served, we're going to be taking votes from the past legislative session. And then we're going to be taking positions on those, out of those questionnaires and bills that we're going to phrase as viscerally as possible, so that when the person goes into the voting booth, they know this person is against parents' rights. This person voted that parents should not have a say in their children's education after age 16, until 18. This person voted that you shouldn't have control over the end of your life. We had a bill up that, So these kinds of things are going to be put on the push card that are going to try and paint the anti-liberty candidates into as tight a corner as possible. Yeah.
What I'm saying is the goal to try to have a recommendation for every candidate in the primary,
yes.
Just those that actually see.
No, for every candidate in the district, you have to at least appear objective. If you don't appear objective, then you're going to foul with election law. And that's something that's very, very important. Having done voters' guides in the past, is you have to, whenever you're doing a voters' guide, you have to be very precise and double-checked. You really know what you're doing. It's the last thing you want is somebody coming back and saying, "Well, you never sent me a questionnaire." You have to be, if you send somebody a questionnaire and they don't respond, and you put on their position that they didn't respond, you better be able to prove that they got the question. Everything goes out returned. What we need to do is we're going to need to swell the ranks. We're going to hope to do this for the general election. We've got 271 polling places to come. That's how many towns there are in Hampshire.
Would it be acceptable to go into outside of a polling place other than one's own district to do this? Or would that be, so that won't be seen as carpetbagging?
Especially if you have no contested election in your district, and we have other people who need help because they've got 6 or 7 towns. Yeah, we need you someplace else.